Coordinations. We will now discuss specific coordinations that I would like you to focus on and engage across the majority, if not all, of the movements we review in this program and throughout your daily movements. This is going to be the ideal postural coordination for your overall body. So we're going to break it down into 4 sections so you can learn and master each individual coordination and then tie them together into one overall coordination. Foot stabilization. Foot and ankle mobility is an important aspect of posture. Weak feet can lead to tight and locked up ankles. You need ankle mobility to be able to get into the correct positions to properly execute the movements we are learning and performing on a daily basis. A good example of this is squats. Many people are unable to properly execute the squat position because their ankles are locked up. Thus, they are unable to activate the glutes and end up relying on the calves and quads to carry the load. We will now learn a technique on how to find proper foot posture.
Hey, so let's talk about proper foot posture, okay? In the beginning, finding the proper foot posture, the sensation of what that actually feels like can be a little bit tricky. So we're gonna work on how to really find that posture today and how to really incorporate it into your movements and across different types of movements so that you can really nail down this coordination and really build the strong foundations that you need to have correct posture. So the first things first, let's talk about footwear. It's really important to really be training in either minimalist shoes or barefoot, because when you're wearing shoes that have a lot of cushioning, or you're wearing shoes that have an elevated heel, it's really inhibiting the major muscles in your posterior kinetic chain, especially the glutes. So, okay, I'm going to show you an example of how this works. So when I just stand up and get on my toes, right, it's really hard for me to activate the glutes and the posterior kinetic chain, right? So, foot dialing or corkscrewing the feet is when you just plant your feet down like you normally would, and now you're going to envision that you're shifting the weight to the outside of the feet. And you can instantly feel a change, an engagement in the glutes, in your thighs, and in your knees. And what's really great about this is it takes a lot of the strain and pressure off of your calves. You don't want them doing all the work. You really want to engage these bigger muscle groups that are major players in core stabilization and engaging in proper posture throughout the day. Okay, so this is foot dialing, right? And some people may know this from when they do push-ups and they're bringing their shoulder blades in and down. You plant the hands and then turn them outwards. It's the same thing with foot dialing. Again, you're not going to be leaning outwards or inwards. It's really, you plant the feet and then you turn them outwards, okay? So let's do an experiment. I want you to do this with me so you can really feel what I'm talking about. Okay, so get on your knees. Hey, stand, nasty ass. Okay, stand on your toes, right? And try to activate your glutes. Okay, tell me what that feels like, or just note what that feels like. Now just stand flat-footed how you normally would stand. Activate your glutes. Now, corkscrew the feet. And you can really feel that difference, right? So this might actually be the missing puzzle piece for your training and really improving your core and your postural alignment in general. Again, just another note is when you're engaging in corkscrewing the feet or foot dialing, you're really feeling the weight distribution between the great toe or the big toe, the fifth toe, and the heel, right? And your foot arch is completely elevated off the ground, which is what we want, right? So you really want to use this posture as much as you can. We want to incorporate it across as many movements as possible throughout the day so we can really nail down this coordination into our daily activities, especially when you're doing squats or deadlifts. I learned this technique from Dr. Kathy Dooley from Dooley Noted. You should definitely check her out. She is so dope, and I learned a lot from her on her YouTube channel and her Instagram. So yeah, check it out. Really give this a try. I know you can do it. This was a game changer for me. So yeah, just keep working at it. You got this. Okay, let's build on foot dialing, right? So in order to really nail down the sensation and really get this coordination to be a part of your day-to-day movements, we really want to strengthen these glutes, and especially on the sides. So what we're going to do in this movement is we're going to first engage in core stabilization, make sure our rib cage is anchored down, and pelvic tilt. Take a diaphragmatic breath. Okay, and then we're going to engage in hip abduction. And you should really feel that burning here. Okay? If you really want to make sure that you are stabilizing your core while doing this to have the maximum benefits, you can use the resistance band and do the pull down, the arm pull down. So first what we want to do is anchor the core, pelvic tilt, foot dialing, pull the arms down, take a diaphragmatic breath, and now hip abduction. Okay, let's try it again. This will help you progress a lot faster in your training sessions, so you can really make that progress and heal yourself faster. If you're finding that one side is weaker than the other, you can double up on that side. So if you're going to do them as hip abductions where you're moving, you can focus on stabilizing the right leg if your left glute is weaker and flex that one. Just make sure that your foot is staying in the foot dialing position, or else you're not going to receive the benefit.